What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Dealer Auto Auction here in Oklahoma City to look at some of their really cool vehicles, and I just happened to stumble upon quite a few government surplus vehicles called GSA, Government Surplus Auction. These are police cars, and there's not just one or two, all right? Here's a Ford Explorer police car. A Ford Explorer police car. Hold on, we're not done. Another Ford Explorer, but we're not done yet. Another Ford Explorer, but hold on, there's more. I think we got one more. Yep, right back here. Another Ford Explorer. Now, the downside to these is they are all hail damaged. The plus side to these is it looks like they still have their light bars, they still have their sirens. These are complete, at least at first glance, police cars. Let's pop the trunk. These have a special, yeah, these have all the lights still. Look at this. You still have your police lights back here. Oh my goodness. It even has the strobe lights here too. I have to get one of these. I have to get one of these. The question is, which one? I don't know. They're all pretty banged up, guys. These are not like the Ford Taurus that I have at home. All right, my Ford Taurus is in pretty good condition. It's pretty nice. These are really rough, man. Now, the interior is decent, but I mean, the outside's beat to hell, and not just from hail. Like, these are just beat to hell. And I'd be willing to bet none of them have the twin turbo V6. I'd put money on it. We're gonna pop the hood real quick. Sounds like this one's even got power. I gotta have one of these. I mean, I don't know. I probably shouldn't have one of these, you know. You shouldn't have them with lights and sirens. This is the stuff that's supposed to be taken out. Yeah, naturally aspirated. Is it a 3.5 or 3.7? That's a 3.7, which truthfully is probably better. I know you lose all the fun from the twin turbos, but this is probably a much more reliable engine and probably much easier to maintain. Let's make sure that's closed. So since they're having all these GSA cars here, that means they're getting ready to have their auction of government vehicles. What do we got here? Just a basic remote. Runs great. Oh, 46,000 miles. Average of 6.1 miles a gallon. Yeah, that sounds about right. Rear climate control. That's nice for your your passengers, right? Sure. Let's see if this works. Test. Testing. Yep, it works. You got your sirens and all that other stuff there. This should have some lights going for us. Uh-oh. No, it doesn't. I could have swore that was, there we go. There we go. We got some lights. Now that is what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's even got the strobes. Are you serious? What about here? Yes. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. We're not going to try out the siren. I already know the siren's going to work. I do. I know the siren is going to work. I'm not going to test drive these either. I don't know exactly the date these are coming up for auction. It says received 8/16, and it is now, today is 8/23. So these have been here for a minute, but there's no dollar signs on them. Shut up, Siri. There's no dollar signs on these, which means they're not paid for. So these have got to be coming up in another auction. This is received 8/14. Let's go look at another one. I would really like one that's not as beat up as that one. That one was pretty beat up, but they all seem to be beat up on the same side. If you guys have any idea why this side is so smashed up, maybe these were involved in the recent tornadoes that we had, and this is all damage. They were probably all parked the same direction, and this could be damage from debris. That would be my guess. Otherwise, I couldn't tell you. I don't understand how one entire side could be so damaged. Lots of hail, and they're all gonna be that way. Hell, even the driver's sides are damaged for that matter. These things are just, they're rough. They're really rough. I'll take any of them, I don't care. Yeah, fire's right up. Turn that radio down. Air conditioning is up. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh. This one may not have working lights. There we go. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. We'll pop the hood. I'm not even worried about important windows or any of that stuff. Yes. Look, they left everything. I'm telling you right now, it's got to be illegal to have all this stuff. It has to be. It cannot be legal to have all of this stuff. I'm so surprised that they didn't take this stuff out and they're just selling them this way. These things are going to be going on the streets, guys. And sirens and lights and... oh my goodness. Well, these are all going to have the same powertrain. Okay. Well, you've seen one. I guess you've seen them all. We got a ton of these over here, guys. Like I said, I'm not really worried about test drives or any of that stuff. I have no doubt they all probably run and drive just fine. The question is, should I get one when these things finally come up for auction? Because the last thing I want is to get in trouble for driving around on the street with lights and operable sirens. I think that kind of stuff has got to be taken off or at least disabled in some way. They all look relatively the same. I'm guessing they've probably got about the same mileage. I don't know. They're scratched up, lots of hail damage.
What, are you with one agency or?
No.
Okay, they won't sell these with all that.
Oh, they don't come with the lights?
No.
Oh, shit.
No.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, they don't come with the lights and sirens. They have them now, but when it comes time to be sold to the public, they will take them off. I just had a nice conversation with that gentleman, and he explained it to me. They try to sell them to state agencies first, and that way they leave the lights and sirens intact for the government agencies. But if they don't sell to the government agencies, then they move on to selling them to the public. And by the time it goes to the public, they actually uninstall everything right here on the lot. So that sucks, but I understand. It makes perfect sense, because I was thinking, man, I don't think people should be allowed to be out driving around with lights and sirens and everything. But man, it would be super cool. He said that if you keep your eyes open, every now and again, rarely, but every now and again, you might find one that slips through the cracks, but that's just typically not the case. I'll keep my eyes on all of these and we'll see what happens, because I would love to have an Explorer to go along with my Taurus Police Interceptor. With that said, there is something that I got to tell you guys about my Taurus, and I'm trying to make a decision on this, but I need your help. Somebody made me an offer on my Ford Taurus Police Interceptor, the twin turbo. They made me an offer that I feel like I can't refuse. All I'm going to say is Cobra, and I won't say anything else. So what I need is for you guys to get down there below and tell me, do you think we should swap out the Police Interceptor for a Cobra? I'm not going to tell you what generation. I'll leave that up to you to guess in your own head. But all I'm going to say is it's a really, really nice car. The Taurus is also a very nice car, and I think it would make an excellent trade for the person that's wanting to swap it out with me, and for myself included. And I think it would be pretty good content on the channel, because we'd probably have to drive halfway across the country to get the car and bring it home. So if you're interested in that, well, drop a comment below and we'll see if we can't make that happen. All right, moving on to Repo Row, guys. These are all the repossessions from the Key. We're gonna see how many they got out here this week. We've got 1, 2, 3, kinda sweet, kinda savage. 4, 5, that's actually pretty nice. I like this edge. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Not bad. Not bad. This thing hasn't been going anywhere, guys. This one just keeps getting run back through the auction. But it looks like my black Impala is finally gone. I guess they finally got rid of that. I don't see anything here I'm really interested in, honestly. So we'll just continue on our way, and we'll see what else they got down here. We got a lot of cars to go through, but I'm really surprised. It seems like there's not nearly as many vehicles out here as there used to be just a couple months ago. So I don't know exactly what that means, but I'm definitely seeing a difference. Look at all the open space out here. Used to, this place was packed pretty good just a couple months ago. So I don't know, maybe things are getting better, or maybe that means things are getting worse. I don't know. Dealers are keeping more of their cars. People aren't buying them. People aren't trading them in. It could mean a number of things. This thing is still here too. Are you serious? This thing is left on. That's okay. I don't know, man. Yeah, this has been sitting here for a while. It's got that 3.5 Eco Beast under the hood. Oh, I love that color. I know you guys hate it, but I love this color. Look at that. That's a little rough though. A smashed Ram, a scraped up Challenger. No, thank you. I don't know. Chrysler 300, and I love this color. Boy, that's what, it's like an electric blue or something, man. This just screams. Oh, and the shades change as you walk around. Doesn't change colors, but the shade changes. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I like this. I like this. A 300S. It's got quite a bit of damage on this side, though. Looks like a semi-tire ran up on it or something, or a big truck tire. You got the leather interior. Yeah, this is decent. I am Groot. All right, a GLK 350. Where's Monkey Wrench Mike at? 4MATIC 2010 with 135,000 miles on the odometer. I don't like it, truthfully. It looks, yeah, I don't know. It looks weird to me. I like this Chevy Silverado. No, I'm not gonna do it. But what about this one? Oh man. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. I don't know if we did see this one already, because it has the 6.2 on the hood. A Yukon Denali, I think, or no, this isn't a Denali, it's just regular Yukon. Exchange, license, tires, rent. What? I don't know. I don't know. We saw this before too, and I guess it's still here. 2019, tons of hail damage, 170,000 miles. It's still here too, and I'm not surprised. These things are just worth a lot of money, and this one is banged up. I can't see too many people being willing to spend that kind of cash on a severely hail damaged vehicle, whether it's a clean title or not. Couldn't do it. We're getting toward the end of the row. We got an old school C300 here. I like this. We got an Infiniti sitting over there. That Infiniti to me looks like a shark, man. Oh, I like the old C300. These are decent little cars, man. Here's a beautiful blue Lexus, but this Infiniti, it looks like it's ready to eat something, man. That's a sharp looking car right there. What Lexus is this? An ES 350. So many of you guys have asked me, show more Lexus on the channel. Well, here you go. Here you go. I didn't even know it was here. Didn't even know it was here. This thing's got, I don't know what happened to it, but the paint just is randomly coming off everywhere. Poor prep work, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Good tires, though. The rest of it looks good. I would just take this hood and get it repainted. Let's take a look at the interior. Oh, very nice. Very clean. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Next Gear Capital. So, I don't know. This could be a repossession. Let's jump in, fire it up. That sounds like a 4-cylinder. I thought a GS 350 had a 6-cylinder. I guess that's back in the day, though. You know, that's back in the day. You do have air-conditioned seats, which is really nice. Speaking of air conditioning, let's go ahead and get that going. Completely out of gas, so we cannot test drive it. I mean, this is extremely out of gas. This is nice. I like this. Let's pop the hood. 3-year, 100,000 mile warranty. Man, that was real generous of them for 2013. That's a fairly old car, and it's only got 113,000 miles on the odometer. That's pretty impressive. Ah, crap. My finger got stuck in the door. All right, let's look at this beast of an engine under here. What is it, 2 liter? Oh, it is a V6. I was wrong. Okay, well, I told you guys, I could have swore these things came with a V6. When it started up, it sounded like a little 4-banger. In fact, it still does. It still sounds like a little 4-cylinder. This thing has been sitting for a long time. Look at this. Sticks and leaves. I'm probably sticking my hands in other things that I don't want to think about right now, but this is not bad. It is a 2GR FE engine. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. What I do know is the damn thing runs like a top. It sounds great. When did this get here? Let's see. Received, 7/25. So she's been sitting here for a while, guys. Oh, that air conditioner smells a little musty. Yeah, it's got a musty smell. We got some modes. We've got eco mode, push for normal, and then sport mode. Oh man, yeah, this is a decent little car. We can't drive it because it's got no gas, but we can go forward and we can go backward. Nice backup camera, backup sensors. Yeah, this is a nice little car. You got a little cup holder right here. Looks like you got another one right here as well. Your little menu for your screen there. This is a decent little car. Can we open the glove box? There's nothing in it. I don't know. What do you guys think? This couldn't go for much, right? Nah, this isn't. There's no way this is going to go for a lot. You know, it's a 100,000 mile 2013 ES 350, but it runs like a top. I'll bet it drives absolutely great. It's got a privacy shade. Does it work? Oh, wow. Mercedes what? Oh, man, this is where it's at. Does the radio work?
One buys the 2020.
The radio works. You've got 3 memory seats. Oh, yeah, I can do this. That air conditioning on my back feels amazing. I like this car. I'm putting this one on my list. I'm going to put this car on the list. All right, I spotted this from across the way, and I just had to come take a look at it. A single cab Ram. You just don't see very many of these anymore. Man, that looks nice. The black and the chrome. Yeah, that is a slick looking truck right there, guys. You got the hard bed cover. Tires are worn out, but that's all right. Lots of hail damage though. That's weird. Lots of hail damage, but I didn't see any on the truck itself. No, there's no hail damage on this truck. It's just a bed cover. So somebody probably did some either PDR work, or they filled it in with Bondo and repainted it, or this bed cap came off of a different truck. Maybe it was bought secondhand. Yeah, this is nice. You got a 7-pin, you got a 4-pin. I like this truck. They've got so many cars here that I just love. I want everything. This has got power, manual crank windows, manual locks. Oh my goodness. I actually kind of like that. I do, I kind of like that. This would be a great truck, assuming it's got a Hemi under the hood. Let's take a quick peek. It kind of looks like a work truck. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. It's only got 86,000 miles on the odometer and an actual key. Wow. Ooh, hello. Hello. Aftermarket Pioneer unit. Oh, this sounds nice. This sounds real nice. Okay, it's not 4-wheel drive. It doesn't have a trailer brake. It's got some money. Nothing opens down there, I don't think. No. It's got cold air conditioning. I can tell you that's a Hemi for sure. We got a Hemi under the hood there, guys. It's a good sounding truck. They must have the exhaust dumped under there somewhere. Yeah, I like this. We're not going to open it very far because we got that windshield wiper. Oh, it's a 4.7. Ew! Well, that killed it for me. Unfortunately. Boy, it sounds good though, doesn't it? It's a good sounding truck, and it looks good too. I'm gonna close this door. Big old door, man. This is what trucks used to be right here. You know, look, you got all this room back here. You throw your tools and stuff behind the seats. There's money all over the floor. This folds up, you know, it makes an additional seat if you need it. More money in there. Maybe I could look past the 4.7, but the 4.7's, this is not a motor you need to be towing with, you know? I mean, it'll do truck stuff, but it's not something I would put to work on the regular. I'm sure the transmission is kind of weak. The engine itself is kind of weak. But it's a good running truck. Let's turn this down a little bit and just admire the sound of that exhaust. Listen to this. That's a beautiful thing. I kind of want to drive it. Really, I do. Man. Seemed a little slow going into reverse there. The only light on the dash is TPMS light. That's it. 86,000 miles. Super low mile truck. Nice little touch screen. I like this truck. It's a 2013. Looks like somebody was changing the oil. It was due again. Well, they just changed it. They just changed it because that's due at 92,000 miles and it's got 86. Cruise control. It's a very basic truck. I would work the hell out of this. I would. I know better. You're going to put a transmission in this thing if you do, but I just like the look of the truck. And the reason why is you just don't see these anymore. You just don't see big old single cab trucks. I think this is the way trucks were meant to look. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love having 4 doors. I'm one of those that, you know, I'm out here buying the 4-door trucks, as most of us probably are today. It's just so refreshing to see something like this where, you know, they had 2 doors and a bed, the way trucks were supposed to be. Well, it's time to start walking and see if we can find anything we're interested in. I already see something because I've never had one of these. And people warn me to stay away from them. And I've listened. I haven't bought one of these yet. That doesn't mean I'm not going to at some point. Here it is. Subaru WRX. The only question is this an STI? It's a 2016, just shy of 100,000 miles. This thing's pretty sick looking, guys. With that said, it's a little concerning. It's got all the stick-ons, you know what I mean? It's got all of them. So this one might be one that was rode hard and put away wet. It's got Brembo brakes. You know we got to pop the hood. You know we got to start it up. It's got a tinted windshield, which I'm totally against, right? Except they're kind of nice. They really are. They're kind of nice. Look how dark it is in here. Much cooler than the other cars. I don't know, guys. Do I need something like this? No, I really don't. There's a sticker back here I thought was funny. Boost loading. Kind of explains everything that I've been talking about with all these turbos, right? They're nice and all that, but the only problem is that dadgum turbo lag, man. It kills it for me. Let's take a peek, see what we can see under this hood. Well, that's assuming I can. There we go. Well, looks stock to me. Okay, well, for the most part, I mean, it's got some little aftermarket tidbits here and right here. Nice little red boost pipe. You've got a AEM cold air intake. That's obviously aftermarket, but the intercooler looks stock. You've got a cap that somebody painted red. Okay. For the most part, though, it looks relatively stock. I think that's a stock intercooler. I could be wrong, but that looks like a factory intercooler to me. It's got an aluminum pulley on the air conditioner, a red aluminum pulley on the air conditioner. You know, that gives you an extra 50 horsepower. We'll fire it up. We'll see what it does. And if it's got any gas, we'll take it for a drive. The last one of these I drove, well, I wasn't super impressed with it. Let's move this seat up just a hair. There we go. I can actually reach the pedals now. See what it does. Oh, that's... yeah. That sounds... I don't know, man. Important window works. Less important window works. I gotta go stand behind this thing, guys. This thing sounds absolutely... well, really, it sounds kind of awful. That's okay. I don't know. You know, if it didn't go for a ton of money, yeah, maybe I'd be interested in it. Let's take a look at the gauges there. Only light on the dash is a TPMS light, and I love these gauges here too. I think that is super cool. Well, air conditioning is cold. Could they have made that shifter any bigger? That sucker's... that's girthy right there, man. Let's take her on a ride, guys. Does she have gas? She does. She's got gas. Let's take it on a spin. Let's see what it does. Here we go. Do or die. Oh my God. It sounds obnoxious. Okay, I kind of like it. I do. It sounds absolutely stupid, but I kind of like it. I like the feel of it. Okay, let's get it to the track, and we'll see how it does. First, though, we do need to run over these. We need to run over these bumps just to see how the suspension is holding up. Here we go. Let's see what it does. Oh, not a problem. Handle those bumps just fine. We'll run over these. Yeah, nice. Suspension seems good. Steering wheel seems to be relatively straight. So we'll get her to the track. Well, we made it to the track. This is going to be fun to steer and shift. So let's just do it. Shift's great. The clutch is good and strong on this. Yeah, this is nice. And I'll be the first to admit, I'm not launching it and giving it the beans. This is decent, really. This is very decent. Let's give her a little bit more this time. I'll get you guys down on the tack. Ready? Hear that turbo? There's 60. Not bad. Not bad at all. This is one of those cars that drives a little differently. It really does. It's a little different from normal stick shift transmission cars. It just feels different. I guess it's a Subaru thing. I like it though. It'd take me a little while to get used to it, but I think I could adjust to something like this. So we're gonna get it back. I'm gonna park it. I'm gonna take a picture of the number over there on the windshield, because I do want to put this on my list, and we'll see what something like this goes for typically at the auction, and we can make a decision from there. So the price on this really is not bad at all. I'm trying to decide what I want to buy, and I'm having a difficult time picking. This could be a lot of fun, but at the same time, everybody has warned me about these, saying that if you buy a Subaru, you better buy a 6-pack of engines to go with it. This thing should bring just around $14,000 at the auction. And in my opinion, this is a fun car for $14,000. Relatively low miles, everything works, and the only light on the dash is the TPMS light. I think there are probably better cars for me out there, and I'll bet this thing gets, what, 15, 18 miles a gallon? Well, with the way I would drive it, it's probably 15 to 18 miles a gallon. There's no smoking from under the hood. I don't smell anything funny coming from under the hood. Tires all have good tread. Important window works. Less important window also works. No, yeah, it does have a sunroof. Well, sunroof works as well. What more do you want? I like this. I really do. What does this go to? I don't even know if that works. We'll pop the trunk real quick, take a peek back there. I'm letting it idle for just a minute because it's a turbo car, and you want to let the turbo cool off some. Nothing back there but some floor mats. Oh wow, that's ready to come off on the interstate. Yeah, you want to let the turbos cool off just a little bit. I think they cooled off enough. All right, well, 14 grand. What do you guys think? I'm thinking that's a lot of fun for the money. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna get out of here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Tell me what you think about the Subaru, man. I'm really tempted to bite the bullet on this little car. Hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Drop your comments down below and consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Till next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.